Hi, my name is Lauren and I'm going to show you through the Allegro 2 reformer, which is the reformer that we use in classes at Kea. You'll be able to spot all the different bits and pieces and see any moving parts and how to move them. So we're going to start from the back. Back here you have these two risers, so where the ropes come out, sometimes we call them the pulleys. We sometimes use those in class. They shouldn't move, so always just give them a little wiggle when you come in. Next we have the white rails. Okay, so these two parts here, we use them for some exercises, they don't move. We have the ropes. You'll have a long handle that's usually for feet and a small handle that's usually for hands. You might have different options for exercises in class, but when you store these, you just store them on the long handles, so there's no tension in the ropes, but there's no slack. We're going to take these off so it's easy to see what's going on. The next part we're looking at is the headrest here. This moves up and down, so when you lay on your back, you can have support for your neck. There's a lever on the left side, and you move the headrest by using both hands. It can come up, and you gently release the lever to pull it down. So if you need that support during class, you're very welcome to move that yourself or give the instructor a wave and they can help you out. The next part, we have the shoulder rests. These sit on the carriage when you lay down on your back, they touch your shoulders. These do pull out. They wriggle straight up, then they also just wriggle straight down. You haven't broken it. If it comes out, it goes back in. The next part here is the carriage. So this part moves up and down the rails. This is the main moving part of the reformer. When you come into class, all of the springs are normally attached, so the carriage shouldn't move very easily. Next, we have the platform extender, which is this part here, and we have a grip mat. So sometimes we use these, sometimes we don't. Generally, the best place for them is just in front of your reformer. And now you can see your springs. We have 3 spring tensions at Kea. Red, which is the strongest spring. Blue is a half spring, and yellow is a quarter spring. Well, that's the lightest, stretchiest option. When you are choosing your springs, your instructor will let you know what your choices are, and they'll let you know which choice is going to be a bit harder and which choice is going to be a bit easier. For some exercises, it's heavier. For some exercises, it's actually lighter. That's the harder version. So your instructor will let you know. When you move the springs, you grab the spring, not the coloured part, and you just push the spring off the anchor. If I were to remove all of the springs, the carriage would move really easily. There's no stability. When I attach springs, the carriage is more difficult to move. So that's how the resistance works. Next, we have the platform. This is our base platform. Sometimes we stand on it, sometimes hands. As a safety precaution, whenever you use this platform, if you were to stand on the reformer, you would always step on the solid platform first, as opposed to stepping on the moving carriage first. Last, we have the footbar. This footbar here is in position 3. When you need to move the footbar, you lift it on that angle, and we can drop it all the way down to position 1. Sometimes we want it out of the way. To lift it slightly, that is position 2, position 3, position 4, and then the last position is 5, where we unlock the bar. So you lift it from the center, tip it back to position 5, and when you apply downward pressure, you can see the bar rolls along the rails. We have multiple settings along the rails, 1 to 9. Sometimes you'll adjust the reformer for your height. The instructor will let you know how to do that. And when you're ready, you've picked your setting, you simply turn the bar back over and check that it's locked.